Hey there, everyone. We're here doing the lessons of A Course in Miracles, and today we're doing lesson number 333, triple threes. Cool number, right? Forgiveness ends the dream of conflict here. Definitely a message that we want to hear today. I see conflict as any kind of upset at all whatsoever going on in your mind, in the perceived world around you, in any area of your life that you can think about or look at where there's conflict. Forgiveness ends the dream of conflict here. So it's just a dream, right? And forgiveness is going to help eliminate this from your life. All right, forgiveness ends the dream of conflict here. Conflict must be resolved. It cannot be evaded, set aside, denied, disguised, seen somewhere else, called by another name, or hidden by deceit of any kind, if it would be escaped. It must be seen exactly as it is, where it is to be in the reality which has been given it, and with the purpose that the mind accorded it. For only then are its defenses lifted, and the truth can shine upon it as it disappears. Father, forgiveness is the light you chose to shine away all conflict and all doubt, and light the way for our return to you. No light but this can end our evil dream. No light but this can save the world. For this alone will never fail in anything, being your gift to your beloved Son. Forgiveness ends the dream of conflict here. This one is very much directing us to pay attention to what avoiding conflict could possibly do. So we have to face the things that are in our lives right now that are triggers, that are welling up. And I mean, the long sentence that tells us it cannot be evaded, conflict. It cannot be set aside. It cannot be denied. Don't be in denial about whatever the things are, okay? It cannot be seen somewhere else. Oh, that's not going on in my life. That's going on somewhere else. Something like that. It cannot be called by another name. And I think that's when we try to downplay it or misconstrue it or mislabel it. It can't be hidden by deceit of any kind, if it would be escaped. So this is really giving us some direction to look into those difficult parts or difficult experiences and do some forgiveness work. You know, it doesn't mean to fight the fight again or to re-stoke the fire, but the forgiveness work. So and you know, we don't have too much direct guidance on what that looks like, but I think most of that is in our mind and in our heart. And when we have the opportunity to open up our throat chakra and speak our truth and, you know, discuss matters with another being, we're coming from a place of groundedness and unconditional love. But I think the bottom line here is we've got to clean it up. We can't just let things go and fester, which cause resentments and lots of other just things in our life that will weigh us down, that will keep us from expanding our consciousness. So don't let it go. Do something. If it means get out your journal, you know, start writing about whatever it is. Do some visualizations in your mind of surrounding that person with love, that situation, that place, that idea, whatever it is. Just imagine all this energy coming from your heart, surrounding it with love. Forgiveness work is as interesting as your creativity will allow it to be. And so I think that we've had enough examples of the kinds of meditations that we would do. It's like, now take it and freestyle it yourself and figure out how to resolve that conflict using forgiveness, using your heart, and asking God for help, asking for all your guides and teachers to come and be with you as you resolve this thing to the best of your ability. Forgiveness ends the dream of conflict here. I love this graphic on our picture today. Beautiful. Obviously, this message is going to be about freedom. But I love that it's the Statue of Liberty, because it kind of brings everything back full circle, in my opinion, to the United States. And really, I think it's a symbol for the West, and that the Course in Miracles was written for the Western mind control, to undo the Western mind control. And so here we are, lesson 333. Forgiveness ends the dream of conflict here, and we have a symbol of freedom and power that is hopefully going to reignite us to get back onto our path and to be confident that we chose this lifetime to do really important work, that we're completely aware of all the energies that are happening galactically that are influencing us. And I forget that sometimes. I don't always know about the full moon energies and things like that, but I can usually connect some galactic event with my upsets when I go back and look. It would be great to preempt that, which is like going to be part of my practice now moving forward. But yeah, we're in a very, very intense time. And so things in our lives that maybe shouldn't seem as irritating as they are just inflammatory. Like things are coming up to the surface, and it hurts. There's a lot of feelings involved. So our forgiveness practice is really important right now. And like I said, it's up to you how creative you want to be with your visualizations. If you're not able to have face-to-face conversations with people or with yourself, it's always good to visualize the inner child love, and you taking on as the adult version of yourself, taking on the responsibility, the full responsibility to be in charge of all the little beings that are in your on your insides, and that you've got it, that you are going to move forward with integrity, with love and care for your brothers and sisters, with a devotion to healing all wounds, multiple generations in your family, whatever it looks like. Like, we can take that on in this lifetime and capitalize on these increasing, quickening energies. All right, here we go. Let's jump right into the Year of Forgiveness, lesson 333. You are blessed beings indeed. I am that one you know as Jesus. Forgiveness is like cutting off a ball and chain from around your ankle. You become free. It is like untying the string of a balloon and letting it float up into the sky. The balloon is your frequency, and the resentment is the knot. Setting free that balloon to allow it to rise to its natural height, filled with that buoyant gas, is forgiveness. It's a nice visualization. Forgiveness undoes the knot. Forgiveness fractures the chain of the ball and chain. Forgiveness is the wire clippers that cut the barbed wire around the concentration camp you have been held in by your judgments. All these images bring to mind freedom, lightness, expansion, and the ability to express yourself more freely. That is what forgiveness gives you. It is far more than you can ever know. Do not delay your forgiveness practice. Do not hide behind justifications. Well, they really hurt me. They are crazy. They shouldn't have done that. Let these judgments go so that you can be free, and keep these images, especially the one of the balloon, in your mind today, so that you understand it is the knot that you have tied to the other person, place, thing, or experience, keeping you on the battleground. I am that one you know as Jesus, and we will speak to you tomorrow. Okay, lots of good teaching recommendations there to help this lesson perform better in your life today. This is, I believe, the Course in Miracles and all these lessons is a technology that was developed to help us get through these times. You can be free too. Let's show that picture one more time. I just think it's so great. This is where we're heading. The beacon of freedom for the Western world. I think also thinking of it in those terms makes your problems seem a little bit smaller when you think about what we're doing, this purification that we're all going through right now. is doing work on behalf of a collective, of a human collective. And the Course in Miracles, if it's in our hands, it's because we are a part of that team that's doing this work, that's agreed to have this really significant cleanse go on in their system in order to be available and on point for all of humanity. We're leading this charge into the next iteration of human consciousness, and we can't take this baggage with us. So it's just becoming more and more clear to me that the letting go of things that I've been going through lately by having conflict in my life is a bridge. And and I think that's the case for all of us. So if you're enjoying supreme, sublime peace and bliss, I love it. Share it, push it out there into the world. But if you're going through some hard times, know that there's a purpose behind it, and you're not just left out there flapping without being loved by God, and you're off your path and it's all a waste or things are in vain. No way. Probably the tougher it is, the deeper of a cleanse you're getting, and the better it's going to be on the other side of it. So I'm with you. We're doing this together. The Course is serious, beautiful medicine for whatever it is that you're going through. And I hope that you're feeling better about things, that you have a new perspective and a will to continue on and just learn the lessons, dust yourself off, and keep that energy moving forward, because this is such an important time in our universe. Love you all. Have a great day.